Hi, fourth grade. So I am making this video as fourth grade teachers so you understand exactly how you would get to Think Central to work on your math assignments. Now, if you notice here, I'm on the student launchpad. I'm going to go to math. And when I go to math, I'm going to be at Think Central. Okay, and when I click on it, Um, you have lots of things you can do here. You have a library, you have your scores, so your parents can see how you actually did on an assignment. You can view your score, and they can view your score as well. And if you click on library, it gives you all of the access of the things that you have available for yourself here. Now, there are two things for the very first math assignment. Now, this one, if I click on it, it says Student View Video. This is actually something that your teacher most likely will show you during your math mini lesson Zoom meeting. Now, you can still watch that video again if you forgot some of the content that was taught earlier. But if you feel like you understand it, you attended the Zoom meeting, or you watched the recorded Zoom meeting, then you should be okay. Now, 1.1 place value, this is the one that we're actually going to be looking at here. And you'll left click on place value, and it gives you the things that we kind of talked about last week, the first week of school, of how to understand the different buttons and what you can do, but I'll explain them again. Okay, this is how you'll use Personal Math Trainer. This is how you're going to be accessing most of your math content. So if you go to the right arrow, it leads you to the next question. If you need to go back, then you would go to the left arrow. It would take you to the previous one, the one before. If you need to save and close because there's something else that you need to do and you feel like you can come back to the rest of the math problems at another time, you can choose save and close. Now, this is the most important one that you have available to you. Okay, turn it in. Okay, when you're finished with all of your math problems and you've worked it out, you've used your math journal if you've needed it, please keep in mind, you must turn this in, okay? I'm actually going to show you what your activity is going to look like, okay? So you would keep going next to get to the next problem, and so on, until you would reach the very last problem, and for this one, it's number 10. You would choose turn it in. Also, you have the save and close option if you need to come back to it later because you have something else to do. Now, if you notice here, it does say check answer. Sometimes your teacher is going to allow you to go back and see if your answer is correct. However, if the assignment is for a grade, you will not get that check answer choice. Just keep that in mind. So don't panic if you don't see this all the time. It's okay. That just means that us fourth grade teachers most likely are counting it for a grade. Okay. And just remember from, again, that first week of school that we had and we kind of went over all these things, that you have a lot of those options, view example, step by step. And I'll show you an example where you can look at that Go Math video. Okay. For this particular assignment, you don't have that math on the spot video, but a lot of times you will. So fourth grade, I hope this kind of helps you understand exactly how you're going to be accessing your Go Math content. Let your teacher know if you have any concerns or questions.